and gentlemen, and welcome to Lydia News. How are you doing today?
With our first announcement.
Sorry Lydia, but we don't hear you with the music, oopsie.
You want me to go louder? Now I'm getting shushed. Oh no. I'm gonna get stuck on the opening the door phase.
Oui? Qui est-ce? So, you're the American who called earlier. The sister of the man on the third floor. Ah, welcome to Paris. It's so nice to meet you.
Why is she making so much eye contact?
Oh, it's freezing. Come in. Come in. We don't want you to catch a cold.
Oh, I preferred it when I saw her face, actually.
I hate to say it, but your brother is, well, quite odd. In we go.
No, you know what this reminds me of? Does anyone remember that scene from Harry Potter where, like, Hermione and Harry, they go into this building and this lady becomes a snake? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? That was my mommy. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Mommy's annoyed that I'm ignoring my mommy. I'm about to get some very angry texts. See, I was gonna call her the other day. And then, hold on, let me just see what she said. I was gonna call her the other day, and then
Hi, sweet Liddy. It was great to see you and Allie hang out in LA. I want to remind you not to compare yourself to anyone else and think you should be like them. You are you, and you are amazing.
Thanks, Priscilla. Thank you.
Is the first Harry
I'm
Potter
really
actually called the Philosopher's Stone in England and not
Oh
the
my gosh!
Sorcerer's Stone like it is here in America?
Yeah, in America they have, like, oh my gosh, in America they call the Philosopher's Stone the Sorcerer's Stone because they thought that Americans were too dumb to understand what the word philosopher was. Joking! Sorry, rage bait. That's actually a true fact, but rage bait, sorry, anyways. Probably the reason is something different, but the factualness is true. Not of this. Okay, don't worry. Anyways, yeah, my mum's about to get annoyed. I saw a message yesterday from my mum saying, "I am your mother!" Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! So I think she wants to call.
In we go.
Just text your mom to ask questions on stream.
No,
That would be hilarious for chat.
No, not for me, not for me.
Oh là là. Mais quelle pagaille. He's made such a mess again. Think.
So is she
I
like
just
a
cleaned it up
landlord?
a week ago.
A week
It's
ago?
like a boulder rolled through here.
She knows what she's
Huh?
doing.
Ah, the delightful biscuit. I'm sure he won't notice if we help ourselves. Oh, long. I'll bring some nice coffee to go with the biscuit.
Why did she leave us all up here? So what are we, the brother? That is a good lens for a nice camera. Pretty sure that's a Fuji camera. I got a Fuji camera. Oh, with a sister. So we cute girly pop. Thanks, Gag.
Before you get your mom to ask you questions on stream, raise the TTS to 5,000 people evil.
No. Chat, she said once, she was like, what's that voice, right? On stream when I was
What
talking
in
to
the
her,
Darth Vader? I am your mother? She gave you the news via text? Damn, that's insane. Usually you have to do a DNA test for that kind of news. Crazy
she
how
probably
far
has the
technology
memory.
has come.
No, she was like, who's that noise during the stream? Who's that noise, right? And I was like, oh, you mean like TTS, like Brian TTS? And she's like, yeah, who's that? And I'm like, oh, so people pay $1, right? And she's like, why would anyone pay $1 to get that message read? Damn. Why would anyone do that?
Why indeed cry myself to sleep?
I feel like this looks pretty good. Jump scary, but it feels like realism. Does anyone know what it's about? Is it like a zombie again? We saw nothing. Yeah, we did. We went upstairs and it was like we got taken into this old lady's place, but our brother is missing, and I think it was cool. Apparently it's a remake. Because full disclosure, guys, I already went through some Liddy news and I made like Liddy news TikToks out of them. But then I was like, oh, I don't know if anyone wants to watch these, so then I haven't posted them because I got all nervous. But I made the Liddy news TikToks for them.
You're right, Lydia's mom. I feel sad now that you said that. I must stop paying for TTS after you hurt my feelings, Sage Bob.
Did you drink goth girl spit?
Provocative. This is the new Echelon energy drink. In goth, nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative.
I thought this was like legit.
It's good to see you after a week, Cam.
This is the new Echelon energy drink in goth
really
girl
actually.
spit. This must get the people going, but I will say, one of the most interesting can arts I've ever seen.
I thought it was legit goth girl spit. Sage Bob.
Scientists have successfully baked sourdough using yeast taken from Otzi the Iceman, a 5,300-year-old mummy discovered frozen in the Alps.
How nuts is it?
Why? Because you might as well get something out of it. Are you sure that she wasn't talking about that other voice on stream? The weird woman talking on stream? The bald one? You know, if I speak.
Guys, you want to know something else crazy?
Libby's mom is right. We must stop giving bits for TTS.
You know what else is crazy? You know when people are like, oh, do you actually act the same off stream? Like, they say that to all streamers. It's not just to me, right? But like, they're like, do you actually act the same off stream? And I'm like, no. Like, I act different with every single person.
Also, hi Libby, good to see you again.
Like,
less than 3.
I don't know what my personality is, bro. I act different with Floofy than I do when I'm on stream, than I do with my dad, than I do with my mom. Honestly, probably I act the most different with my dad versus my mom, right? But
it is totally incomprehensible as to why anyone would use TTS, let alone pay to do so.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there are some inscrutable chatters to keep your mom and the world baffled.
I don't even know what that word means, bruh. Anyways,
I saw this mummy IRL poggies.
wait, actually, you know, when my mom first saw my stream, you know what she said?
Are 6 drinks a day too many?
Hardcore vodka. Yeah, probably. Of water? No, I think that's okay. You know what she said?
Lydia, is you mom single? Asking for a friend.
Researchers found yeast inside of the ancient mummy's remains, and after months of work, managed to bring it back.
Wait, why would you have yeast inside? Isn't that called like a yeast infection? That's like not good, right?
To life. The result? A tasty loaf of sourdough. Sounds delicious,
What did she say? She asked if I was on drugs.
doesn't it? Now the team says brewing beer from the prehistoric fungus is next on the menu.
What the flipples? No, you know why? Okay, no, actually, okay, no one's gonna believe me, so there's not even any point in me saying this. Okay, but you know why? Because I'm not that talkative as a person. No, there's not even
We
any
like
point
to
in me
drink
saying
with
that. No one's
Liddy
gonna believe that.
because Liddy is our
Guys,
mate, and when we drink
I
with Liddy,
legit-
she gets it down and eat.
I can't come on stream and not talk. What am I supposed to do? Is it just gonna be silence? You know what I mean? So obviously I'm gonna speak, you know? But like if I'm with someone else and I'm a listener. I'm a straight listener, you know, and yeah, even to my mom, I'm just a straight listener. Play games, wide speed lemon. Yeah, but I would get more bullied for playing games than I would for talking. So make that one make sense. Anyway. Not for long though.
I got to head to
Not
work.
after the tournament though.
Good luck on your tourney today. He'll drop back in if work is quiet. Have a great stream.
Thank you. Next up though. This is why you don't post your keys.
So you only
on
yap and
social
yap with us, or but Earl, you're very quiet. Well, that makes sense.
I feel like I just have this thing in my brain, right? And I know I've talked about it before, but like
Cooking this yeast from tomb will be blasphemy.
yes.
Tourney wow
Yes,
sounds
okay.
almost as cute as tournament wow. Tourney wow. Tournament wow. Tourney wow.
Okay. I have this thing where I don't like talking in real life because I feel like unless I'm like really, really close with someone. So I should probably be like this with my mom. Anyways, unless I'm like really, really close with someone, I feel like I'm just gonna like scream or like stop speaking or something. I'd rather just the other person speak because I don't know. Anyways.
And your family to purchase a home. Time to post the viral key flex to your social media, right? Wrong!
No, but it's not really like teaching hacking because if you hack, then you can't like get in that house. You can like get in that house with this. What do you mean it's part of your job to get into people's houses with screwdrivers? What do you do for work? Guys, fun fact, the house that I used to live in as a kid, right? It got broken into 4 times. Not 4 times while I used to live there, but it got broken in once when I was there, okay? And my bedroom was at the top of the stairs, right? So people would come in, like, or like they came into my bedroom and they smashed up all the mirrors and they smashed everything up.
I mean, he's saying not to, but he literally showed us a clip of his key. Anyway, I'm gonna do a mic and pretend to have work so I don't have to cope when Lydia loses. Night everyone.
All these CTSs are going to age so badly. You're not only paying to have your message read, but you're paying to have your message read and the message be wrong. The VOD watchers right now are literally giggling at you. They're like,
you're younger now, but one day you'll be 30 and dried up. The views will be gone, and there won't be.
No, oh my gosh, no, wait, hold on, let me say that again. I want to farm the sadges.
You're younger now, but one day you'll be 30 and dried up. The views will be gone, and there won't be any Sims left pretending your jokes are funny. Time's ticking.
Four Oaks, hop in the VC. I want to talk to you. Four Oaks. Turn cam on while you're at it. Turn cam on. And Max, thank you for the birthday! Libby, I think your jokes are funny. Thanks, bro. Thank you, guys. Hold on. Mods, can you tell me if Foro talks or gets back? Can you tell me if he says anything? I want to talk to him. I suspect Foro is going to come up with a lot more sudden excuses. No, bro, I really just wish I could talk to people, right? Because it's like, okay, I feel like, am I allowed to say this? I'm not sexist. Okay, I was talking to my dad about this the other day. Okay, I feel like I have to say this in a way that's not going to come off wrong. I love men and women. Not equally, in different ways, but I love them both, you know? Okay, hear me out. I was talking to my dad about this because I was like, I feel like how can I say this? I feel like in America, okay, like American female streamers and stuff, they get a lot more hate, right? And I'm like, I wonder why that is, okay? And I was like, I feel like it might be because, you know, not all men, right? Okay. But I feel like the culture in America is much more like money orientated, which I hate. I hate that, right? But it's much more money orientated, right? Like men, like a lot of men in America, for example, the culture is like they pay. Like to be fair, I've never been on a date, but like say I were to go on a date, okay, and the guy paid for the meal, I'd find that weird because like, it's like, you feel like you owe something. Like it's weird vibes, right? Okay, like I feel like everyone in England, like all of my friends, everyone, the culture would be like, you wouldn't think twice, you'd always split the bill, right? And I feel like, in my opinion, but I don't know the whole of England, but I feel like I know that much better, right? That's very much the culture. You split things, right? in America, the culture is much more the man pays for stuff. But then obviously like cost of living, like economics, I don't know how economics works, but I do know, okay, the cost of living is very high. So then it's like, there's like 1% of men who can actually afford to do these things. And then everyone else who like the women expect it and they can't do it. Okay. So then as a result, okay, a lot of men in America, they like resent women. And it's like, what the flipples? Just split stuff and don't hate women. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, that was like a crazy rant. But like, do you see what I mean? Like that's the thing that I can think of. Oh yeah, and that's what I was saying to my dad. I was like, it's so weird. I feel like in America, like wealthy men like are like and pay for stuff, but then everyone else, like a lot of the men don't like women because they can't when they shouldn't be expected to. And my dad was like, no, do you know why that is? And I was like, why? And he was like, because women only like started working and stuff in like the 60s. Like they're like just behind and stuff like that. Like women only started doing stuff way later. And I was like, what? That's crazy. Because I always think of America being like really futuristic and stuff. And he was like, no, people just like started, like women just started having rights and stuff later than in England. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Sorry, anyways, oh my gosh, I actually just can't stop yapping today. Anyways, I would make the female pay for everything. Well, how progressive of you. Okay, anyways, okay. Oh, also chat, I'm really nervous. There's an hour until the tournament. There's an hour. Women had rights in England first. Yes, I think they did. You know, England actually was the first for a lot of things. Wasn't England the first to abolish slavery? That may be wrong. Also, I feel like you shouldn't say that because English also had a lot of slavery. But they
Lydia,
were the first to abolish it.
before your tourney
So,
starts, I just have to say how much I missed your beautiful smile, your yap and your energy, and I bet I wasn't the only one.
Lad, I can't yap. I'm a waterfall. Okay, sorry. Anyways, okay. I lost the tab. Black Mirror, but in real life? Ooh. What if you could pay people? Wait, is this an ad? What's getting linked here? Pump Fun. Huh? Introducing Pump Fun Go. Pay anyone to do anything. That sounds like it's going to be used for bad things. Create and complete boundaries for any task and leverage the power of humans and money across the globe. I'm so confused. Is this real? Isn't that what like TaskRabbit's for? But then I'm like so terrified to use something like TaskRabbit because it's like for example like maintenance, right? Is like in the building. So say I had like a problem with my sink, for example, okay, which I would never. But I say I had a problem with my sink, okay, that would be maintenance in the building, right? But say I was trying to get someone to help me with furniture because I couldn't move something, then maintenance wouldn't help with that. So I'd need to get someone off of TaskRabbit. But like I'm just so scared. Like I'm so scared of like people coming around. What if they're a murderer? What if they don't leave? Yeah! Like it's chill if like they're from, I don't know, IKEA. And they come from IKEA and help put stuff up. But like, I don't know, I'm scared of that stuff, you know? Anyway, I feel like that may be used in the wrong regards. Chat, what would you pay people to do? Within reason, that PG answers only, please. Disclosure. Oh my gosh, Disclosure Day trailer. Bro, I've heard about this. I think I've seen it on TikTok. This is really good. Oh my gosh. Okay, not to be conspiratorial again, but I think like so this movie, I think it's about like they're releasing like everything they know about like aliens and stuff, and everyone's like they're prepping us for what it's actually gonna be like when they
Lydia's
release
hug.
everything. And thank you, Sarah. Anyone a conspiracist in chat right now? Sorry, I didn't mean to just call you a budget, no story. What, literally, why do they do that? Like, why don't they like think for like 10 minutes about a good plot and write a movie around it? Like, chat, not trying to be that guy. I feel like I could come up with a good plot for a movie. And then someone with 100 mil, if you just like plop the money into the movie, I'll make it for you. Do it? No, but okay, but people have just told me to stop yapping. I'll come up with a movie for you. Okay, you want me to come up with a movie? I'll come up with a movie. Okay, this is Parasite 2026. Okay, guys, I need some. Hold on. I need to set the scene. I'm thinking of this all on the spot. If anyone wants to throw some words out for me, I'll like add your thoughts into it. I feel like this isn't setting a color. Hold on. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm gonna have a nana.
These are the most interesting videos on the internet.
The team needs you like an infant looking to its mother. You must be calm.
Shall I tell them that you said that? I mean, I am IGL, so.
Back in 2013, a boat carrying 12 men in Nigeria sank to the bottom of the ocean. 3 days later, a diving crew was called in to collect the bodies of the men that perished. They were shocked when they saw that one crew member was still alive.
What's that? Okay. Alright, you found one, yeah? He's alive! Okay.
They gave him some scuba gear and were able to safely bring him back to the surface.
Good job, my friend. Well done. You're a survivor.
It's hard to see, but that little white speck is a human egg next to a coin to show how small it is. If you still can't see it, here are 10 human eggs all clustered together. This person stepped outside their home in Norway and found some mysterious lights floating in the sky.
What the...
It turns out that these lights were rockets launched by NASA to study solar winds. This is the skull of a woodpecker. What's interesting about this is that their tongue is so long that it actually wraps all the way around their head.
That their tongue actually wraps around the back of their head and all the way onto the top of their head, sometimes as far as reaching back into the right nostril. And so here it is in top view, and you can actually see it's really pretty remarkable.
There are so many mosquitoes in Russia that the mosquitoes clump together to make huge tornadoes. Here's a really cool device that nurses will use off the coast of Norway when they discovered a giant egg sac. This sac belongs to a squid, and the sac contains thousands of individual lycopodium powder, which is made from the spores of plants. This powder is so hydrophobic that this person can stick their hand into water and still be completely dry.
Now check out what happens when I stick my hand into the lycopodium spores. Into the water. And my hand still comes out dry.
In case you didn't know, toucans have transparent skin that allows you to see their bones and veins. They recorded themselves shooting at practice targets in the water. As a result, many of the bullets can be seen bouncing way off the water, going in different directions.
Look at him go! Right off the water like that, eh?
Here's what it sounds like when you drop a piece of ice down a glacier hole that is hundreds of meters deep.
Why am I supposed to have this now?
This is how fast a bubble can freeze when it is super cold out.
Is it a bad idea? Okay, so I want to optimize energy and timing.